You do not need a $4,000 AI computer just because you opened ChatGPT twice this week. I've seen business owners panic buy brand new PCs because somebody on YouTube told them AI needs massive hardware. Meanwhile, the only AI they're actually using is to write emails, summarize meetings in a browser tab. That's basically like buying a lifted off-road truck to drive to Starbucks. So let's clear this up, because there's a huge difference between using AI and running AI. If you're using tools like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, Google Gemini, Claude, basically anything in your browser, your computer is mostly just the screen. The real work is happening in giant data centers somewhere far away that cost more than your entire office building. Your PC isn't sitting there sweating through calculations like it's training for Skynet. Which means for most small businesses, your current computer is probably fine. If your team can already open spreadsheets, email, browser tabs without wanting to throw the computer out the window, you likely do not need an upgrade right now. Now, there's another side to this. If you're trying to run AI directly on your computer using tools like Ollama, LM Studio, OpenClaw, Cowork, or local AI models, completely different story. That's where your hardware starts earning its paycheck. Because now your computer has to handle giant data sets, heavy processing, memory loads, and all the complicated math that makes AI work in the first place. And this is where older office computers usually tap out. I worked with a company recently, tried running a local AI on a 5-year-old Office desktop with 16 gigs of RAM. Every prompt took forever. This fan sounded like a leaf blower. One employee told me, "I think this thing is trying to leave the desk." That's when upgrading actually makes sense. For basic local AI work, here's a practical starting point. You want at least an Intel i7 or Ryzen 7 processor, 32 gigs of RAM at a minimum, 1 terabyte hard drive that's an SSD, and ideally an NVIDIA RTX graphics card with at least 8 gigs of VRAM. The RAM matters more than most people realize. AI models eat memory fast. That's usually the bottleneck before anything else. And if you cheap out too much, you just don't get slower performance. You get frustrated employees, frozen applications, and AI projects that nobody wants to touch. That gets expensive fast. But before you start pricing out monster gaming PCs with enough RGB lights to land an aircraft, ask yourself one question. What problem are you actually trying to solve? Because hardware should follow business goals, not internet hype. If your goal is writing emails faster, browser-based AI is enough. If you're analyzing sensitive company data and don't want it leaving your office, local AI might make more sense. If you're building automations or custom workflows, you may need more horsepower. But buying giant AI workstation just in case is basically the business version of buying a commercial pizza oven because you wanted to heat up some Elios. Looks impressive, costs a fortune, probably unnecessary. Now, there are situations where upgrading absolutely makes sense. If your computers are already slowing down during normal work, if your systems are over 5 years old, if you're working with large video files, CAD software, data-heavy applications, or if you know local AI is part of your future plans, then yes, it's worth it looking at new hardware. The mistake is going too small or too big. Underpowered systems are a waste of time. Overpowered systems waste money. Neither helps your business grow. At the end of the day, AI doesn't automatically require some futuristic supercomputer. For most small businesses, the tools you're already using in the cloud are far more than enough. The goal is not chasing every shiny new technology train. The goal is making sure your technology helps your business move faster without creating new headaches.